So students, today we'll discuss the value added method.
Yes,
We were
ma'am.
on this yesterday. We left the content here. So first of all, we'll see the components of the value added method, just like the income method and the expenditure method. So we come on the components first. Number one, to calculate value added method, we want number one, value of output. Value of output. What do we mean by value of output? The value of goods and services produced in the economy within a given year. This is known as the value of output, or
Output.
in a very simple language, we could say whatsoever has been sold or sold into the economy, it would be known as the value of output. Now, suppose in the heads of the numericals, if you are not given the value of output directly, then obviously we'll have to estimate the value of output. So what are the components of value of output now, and how can we estimate the value of output? Number one, first of all, we'll see sales. Sales plus change in stock. Sales plus change in stock. Now question arises, if the value of sales has been given directly, no issues, we'll take it straight away. But if the value of sales has also been not given, we'll have to estimate the value of sales first then. So how do we calculate sales? To find out sales, we add on number one, domestic sales. Domestic sales plus export. Domestic sales means the local sales. Suppose uh, the heads of the numericals gives you sale of firm A from firm A to firm B. So this is the domestic sale. And if it says that the sale from India to Russia, so this is the export. Okay, so we'll add on the value of these two, domestic sales plus export, to find out the value of sales. Next component is buy now. In the components of income method, in the components of the expenditure method, we plus. But now what we'll do to find out the value added, we'll deduct the intermediate consumption. Second component, 2. Will deduct value of output minus intermediate consumption. Intermediate consumption. What do we mean by intermediate consumption? Intermediate consumption means whatsoever the raw material has been used by the producers, by the firms, to take the production of goods and services place. All this is known as the intermediate consumption, and the expenditure made on all these is known as the intermediate consumption expenditure. Okay. So what are the components of the intermediate consumption? How to calculate this? It would be equal to domestic purchase, domestic purchase plus import. These are the components of the intermediate consumption. Now, if you have been given only purchase, if you have been given purchase purchase only. Okay, then will not add the value of import in the purchase. Clear? Just like sales, if we have been given the value of sales separately, then we'll take the value of sales only. We'll see it here. We take some examples. Suppose all of you will answer to me. Let's see who answers first. Suppose you have been given in the numerical value of sales is equal to 1000. Then you have been given the value of export is equal to 500, and purchase is equal to 2000, and import is equal to 200. Okay, so you just tell me, if we have to calculate first of all the value of output, value of output, what would be the value of output?
1000.
What would be the value of output?
1000.
Yes. 1000, Soumya. Good. Will we not add export here? Will we not export
No.
here?
No,
Reason?
because export is already added in sales.
Obviously, because export is already the part of the sale. Because it is not specifically mentioned that this is the domestic sales. Clear? Change in stock has not been given. So we'll consider change in stock 0 here. Clear? Now we come on the next point. IC. Now we'll calculate the value of IC. IC means intermediate consumption. Value of IC would be equal to, what would be the value of IC? What would be the value? 2000. Why only 2000?
Because the value of import is already a part of purchase.
Yes, obviously, because it is not specifically mentioned that this is the domestic purchase. It has been given only the purchase. So it means import is included in the value of purchase. So to calculate IC, we'll take only the value of purchase. So we could say IC is equal to purchase of raw material. Purchase of the firm. Have you got it, everyone? Any problem? Now sometimes it is given to calculate intermediate consumption. We'll do one thing plus. If it's given in the heads of the numerical, what will be that? We'll add plus single use if it has been given in the heads of the numericals. Single use producer goods. What do we mean by single use producer goods? Single use producer goods means the goods or the raw material which has been used by the producers once and now it cannot be used anymore. Suppose if someone any of the bakers prepares the cake, so egg is the single use producer good for them. If any producer uses the milk, so milk would be the single use producer goods for them. Milk, butter, bread. Got the point? If it also has been given into the heads of the numericals single use producer goods. So you will add on this also to find out the value of intermediate consumption. So intermediate consumption is equal to domestic purchase plus import plus single use producer goods. I hope this is clear. Now all these would be equal to GVA, gross value added at market price, MP, would be equal to GDP at MP. Now all of you will be thinking why madam has written these two, gross value added at MP is equal to GDP at MP. The reason is this. Just let's see this. What happens? Suppose you have been given sales firm A. In short, I'm writing sales to firm A is equal to 1000, and then sales and change in stock, change in stock, firm A and B both, firm A and B, two firms are there, firm A and B is equal to 500. Clear? And intermediate consumption, in short I'm writing this IC, intermediate consumption firm A is equal to 200, and IC firm B would be equal to 400. Clear? Now what would happen? You will find out the value added. You will find the value added of both the firms separately. First, you will find the value added of firm A and value added of firm B. Now we see, first of all, value added by firm A. What is the value added by firm A? Yes. What is the value added by firm A? How will you calculate? Yes. Value added by firm A, what would be the value?
1100.
1100. How can you say? Firm A, sales is 1000, change in stock is 500. So 1500. 1500 minus 200. So 1200. Yes, it would be the value 1200. Now value added. Yes.
1300.
1000. Yes.
300.
Very good. 1000. Yes. 1500 minus 200. So value added by firm A is equal to 1300. And then calculate value added by firm B. Value added by firm B. Let's see who calculates fast. And firm B. Sales has not
1100.
been given of firm B. है ना? तो 0 plus change in stock 500 and IC is 400. तो 500 minus 400 is equal to
100.
100. ठीक है. Now this value added by firm A, it would be equal to DVA at MP, gross value added at market price. In the same way, GVA at MP of firm A. You will write it here. Firm A. Clear? Now what will you do? And value added by firm B, this would be GVA at MP GVA at MP of firm B. Of firm B. Got it? Now it would be equal to, what we'll do? Is equal to, and then we'll do plus GVA at MP of firm A, GVA at MP of firm B. Okay, we'll do it. Of firm B. When we'll add it on, then we'll get the value of, it would be equal to GDP at MP equal to, what would be the value of GDP at MP then? 1000.
1400.
Very good. 1400 crores. Got the point? Okay. If in the numericals you have been given separately firm A, firm B, firm C, firm D, any number can be given. So first of all, you will find out separately gross value added at MP of firm A, gross value added at MP of firm B, gross value added at MP of firm C, gross value added at MP of firm D. Whatsoever the number has been given, then you will add all those value added. It would be equal to GDP at MP. Suppose in place of firms, they have given you value added of the primary sector, secondary sector, tertiary sector. All these are the three sectors of the economy. If they have been given you all these sectors, then you will calculate value added by primary sector first, then value added by secondary sector, then value added by the tertiary sector, and you will add on all these three values, then you will get the GDP at MP. Now suppose no number has been given, only single firm has been given to you, or only single sector has been given to you. Then GVA at MP of that firm A only, single firm only, would be equal to GDP at MP. Any problem? Any problem to anyone? Yes, say things are clear. So we are going to solve some numericals now. Yes, solve this numerical. Let's see who solves first. देखते हैं कौन फटाफट सॉल्व करके दिखाता है मुझे. Solve it. Yes, first of all, you will calculate the value of output of firm A. Let's see. Sales firm A. I am writing it in short. Sales of firm A. What is the value of firm A sales?
1,000.
1,000. Well done. 1,000. Okay. And then we have to find out change in stock, because we want the value added first. So sorry, value of output. So sales of firm A is 1,000. And then we want second, change in stock. Change in stock. What is the formula to calculate change in stock?
Closing stock minus opening stock.
Closing stock minus opening stock. So change in stock of firm A. What will be the value? Closing stock है बेटा 50. Opening stock है 100. So 50 minus 100.
Minus 50.
Very good.
Minus 50.
Yes, minus 50.
50.
Minus 50. Value of output of firm A. Sales plus change in stock. Then it would be equal to value of output. In short, I am writing. In short, I am writing this value of output. So 1,000. 1,000 minus.
मैंने मैम से कहा मैम मेरा ग्रुप चेंज कर दो, आप ग्रुप 2 में डाल रखा है आपने, मुझे बहुत प्यार से बात करी है, बहुत प्यार से। मैंने कहा क्या